Welcome, everyone, to Microsoft Dynamics Weekly. I'm your host, Noah Mosley, and a little bit different format today, whereas I usually post these podcasts early Monday mornings. I'm rolling these out on a little bit of a different schedule. I put out some early at the end of last week, and we're starting this one this morning to go out here briefly because we have a conference coming up in Chicago for Dynamics User Group. It's their big annual DynamicsCon conference, and this is the last recording we're doing before we actually get everything posted and online for everybody with these session recordings here. I've talked to several featured speakers, and Kristoffer is rounding out everything here for me. I've got Kristoffer Ruyeras with me on the phone. Kristoffer, how you doing today?
I'm good, Noah. Thank you. How are you?
Yep, doing fine. It's nice and sunny down here in Pensacola, Florida. Had a little bit of bad weather earlier, but all that's gone now.
Oh, very. How well, good. At least you
And
have some sunny weather there.
yeah. And you are coming in from Seattle.
Yes, I'll be coming
Is
from
that right?
Seattle,
Yep.
Washington. Yep.
Cool. And I've got on my screen the days that are coming up for conferences. Everybody is coming in. A lot of people coming in today for this Monday partner marketing event, and then sessions actually start tomorrow, Tuesday, 5/13, with a keynote in the morning, and then sessions all day and Expo Hall after that, and more sessions on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday there. So your sessions, Kristoffer, are going to be on Friday, right?
It will be, yes, on the last day. Yes, 5/16.
Awesome. So I've got them both listed on my screen here. You've got both of them in the morning. I see the first one at 9 a.m. It's a 1 hour panel discussion. Ask the MVPs over in Regency Ballroom A in the West Tower. This is for the BC user group. And you've got a lot of people on the panel with you. So have
Yes,
you done one of these before?
I have one of these before, primarily in the experts. I think I was in other conferences. There were also asked the Microsoft MVPs as well. But yes, I've done this before. This is actually a very fun panel to be on with all the other Microsoft MVPs on this panel. So yeah.
And for people who are brand new to these conferences and they have never really been to one of these sessions that are titled Ask the MVPs, I mean, it's really exactly what it is. You're not going up there with a pre-planned presentation, are you? This is just like opening it up maybe after a short intro and then letting the audience uh, ask questions about pretty much any topic for BC stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ask the MVPs allows you to be able to sit down and bring any questions you may have, from a functional questions, technical questions, around Business Central. But at the same time, you can also ask questions about other topics as well. In the past, we've had others asked us, how to become an MVP and what does it take. Things like that can also be brought up as well. But yeah, it's a pretty much open Q&A. We would assume a little bit more towards BC questions of what sometimes they would ask our opinions of where Microsoft is going with Business Central. So that would be part of that conversation as well. So it's going to be a very fun one. I know it's set for an hour, and they have been times where we go over as well, because a lot of people have a lot of questions. So it's perfect for those that are just getting into the space, or maybe interested in some of the things that maybe what we're working on and so forth. But yeah, um, we're looking forward to it. Bring all the questions on the
These,
last day.
yeah, awesome. A way to round out the week with everybody.
Yeah.
So for the Ask the MVPs, it's not aimed at any particular job type. Like everybody's welcome. Accountants are welcomed, end users are welcomed, IT staff members are welcome. Any area of the organization is really welcomed to attend these events, right?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. even for those that are students or maybe looking into learning a little bit more, that they are welcome as well.
And what's a little bit about your focus and your history for the MVPs and maybe your job stuff that you do back at the office?
Oh, great question. I appreciate giving me the opportunity to talk a little bit about myself, although I try not to. But
No,
as
we
a as
love
a
to hear that they people are looking for what are we going to hear and who's going to be talking and this is your chance to shine.
Sure. But yeah, what I do the day-to-day job is I'm a VP of operations. So my goal is to manage an entire organization, make sure that they are running smooth. So I work for a partner currently, and so that's my day-to-day job. But in between that, in any time that I can find, as a Microsoft MVP, our goal is to help individuals and put out content and help build communities as well. So that is my other side. I also host a podcast myself called Dynamics
Oh,
Corner
nice.
with my fellow other Microsoft MVP, Brad Prendergast, as well. And so, but yeah, as an MVP, my primary focus is Business Central or business application side of things. So, other
Okay.
than that, I'm a techno functional. So I came from a technical development background, and as you go through your career, you get an opportunity to do other things and mentor and things like that as well.
Awesome. And which partner firm are you with currently?
I work for Tigunia as a
Okay.
Microsoft partner. Yeah.
Nice. All right. We're going to look at your next session, but anything else you want to add about this Ask the MVP session?
Uh, yeah. Bring in all your questions you have. I mean, it is the last day. Hopefully, nobody partied too hard prior night. But uh, if you show up with questions, you have a very, very good, amazing panel here for the Ask the MVPs, kind of spread across modules, spread across industries as well. So bring it on.
And they can probably send those to you even before the session, right? Are you taking questions through LinkedIn and through the mobile app?
Yeah, absolutely. If they want to communicate with me and others via the Hoover app, that would be fantastic. So that way we can cover some of those topics, especially for those that are maybe a little too shy, raising their hands, asking questions during the session itself. We could definitely ask those questions and ask the panelists.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. And then later that same morning, so this one is over at 10. You've got an hour and a half break in between, and then you're starting your next session, which is at 11:30. It's a 1 hour session. Business Central Administration Fundamentals: 10 Things Admins Should Know. This is going to be in Regency Ballroom D, West Tower. It's a tag for functional and intermediate for the BC user group. So I'll go ahead and open up this show session detail section and let you highlight the session topics for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So this session it's more likely going to round out all the other sessions that attendees would have gone through. And so I cover a slew of many things that are basic fundamentals that any Business Central admin should be aware. And some of the things that I'll be covering is some of the forgotten functions within Business Central too. So, uh, and so when you come in, we'll cover kind of a slew of things, starting from Business Central, what it can do for you, and how to manage Business Central environment. We'll talk about utilizing Power Platform tools to extend that. How do you generate or create your own notifications? How do you create a sandbox? How do you manage apps, extensions, things like that? And so that's something that I will be covering, including performance. If you have some issues with performance on your Business Central, like posting, what kind of tools that are available for you outside, or actually out of the box Business Central without being too technical in in just managing. So it's really designed for SMBs that that you may not have a BC admin per se, or maybe you don't have an IT group, but anybody should be able to go through, at least cover the basic things you can do to manage your Business Central administration, Business Central admin and environment.
So it's probably going to be a good mix of partners in the session attending, as well as IT people from the end user perspective. Think you'll have many accountants in there?
Yeah, I think there's always been in the past where I've held this session, it's always been a mixture. Keep in mind that some Business Central users, they may only use Business Central as finance only. And so you may
Mhm.
have more finance heavy attendees, but they should know or be aware of where to find some of the tools to manage their environment. And so it's really designed for anybody, even if you're a seasoned BC admin. Sometimes we overlook some of the basic fundamentals of managing an environment. Partners,
Mhm.
for those that have maybe consultants that are interested, that may be responsible in managing a client's environment as well, and making their jobs easier too. So yeah, it's open. I would expect a good mixture of attendees of covering how
Good.
to manage Business Central.
Okay. And when you do this session in particular, do you rely heavily on, you'll have the screen for presentation? Will you be in the application presenting a live demo? Will you be mostly going for PowerPoint slides, or
Yeah.
how do you present your this session?
That is a great question. In some cases, in this particular case, uh, uh, I will be doing sharing a demo environment. So we'll actually go through some of the user stories of somebody that may be on a particular role. How do you navigate through Business Central? I will be doing a demo. I would have slides just to cover topics, but in this particular topic itself, or this session itself, I will be doing or sharing a Business Central environment, kind of a real world scenario, demo.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Yeah.
For functional topics here, it lists AI fundamentals, optimization. For AI stuff, do you delve into that very much in this session?
Yeah, I'll be covering some of this as well, because you do have to manage usage of AI, and even if you extend it to Power Platform, you can utilize AI to give you a few things as well. For example, summarizing an environment that errored or a job queue that errored, you can also utilize AI for that as well. So I'll cover a little bit about it, a little. Um, uh, example, I would say, but I won't dive too far into it. Again, the goal is to, how do you manage an environment if there's a performance issue, or maybe a failed environment, or how do you manage sessions, things like that. I will be covering. But yeah, and
Okay.
of course there's some AI component in Business Central as well. One that's just recently released is summarizing a customer card as well. So yeah, there's some options on how to utilize AI.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. So we are recording this on Monday morning, publishing it out this probably this afternoon to everybody. You're actually flying over tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be flying over tomorrow just because I had been traveling a little bit, so I had to be home for the weekend. And but I'll be arriving the day it starts.
Okay. So
Yes.
you'll be there Tuesday,
Yep.
and then flying back late Friday, I guess. And do you have a
Yeah.
booth there in the expo hall?
I don't have a booth at the expo hall. I'm really there to help answer questions and kind of really network with everyone, collaborate with anyone, help anyone that maybe are looking into um, starting their career. So looking to mentor as well, and of course, vice versa, right? I can always
Yep.
learn from others as well. So I will be attending the session just like everybody else. So yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Has the user group set up any area that you'll be using for meeting people, or are you just relying on LinkedIn and the mobile app for scheduling appointments to actually meet people in person?
Yeah, there's actually different areas at the conference where you can sit down and just have a conversation. So there are some quiet areas that you can just mosey yourself in and connect and collaborate as well. So, but yeah, I'll be walking around. You can look for me. But
All right.
if you want to catch me, if you don't see me, you can certainly come see me at the two sessions I have on Friday.
Okay, awesome. And you said you had a podcast yourself. What is the name of that, and where do people catch that?
Yeah, the podcast is called Dynamics Corner, and you can pretty much find it if you just Google. We're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, definitely on LinkedIn. So we have a mixture of guests. We have a lot of Microsoft team members, MVPs, end users on those on those episodes as well. ISVs, and you name it, right? We've also have a upcoming in the next couple months, we will also be doing a new category podcast called Dynamics Corner Unplug, where we talk about other things that are outside of Dynamics that others are interested in. So, for example,
Okay.
like philosophy, right? So
Awesome.
we're looking forward to that.
Good. Well, it should be an exciting week for everybody up in Chicago. I know everybody's looking forward to it. I'm going to miss this one. We have one session for my company, but Derek is going to fly up and handle that one on Wednesday afternoon. I won't be back on the travel track until probably October, but maybe
Hmm.
I'll see everybody in the October trips.
Yeah,
But I'm sure everybody is excited about travel, excited about Chicago. It's a great city and a great venue for this conference here.
certainly. I'm
All right,
looking forward to
Christopher.
seeing everybody.
Yep. Anything else you want to throw in there about your two sessions or the conference in general or anything else before we wrap up this recording?
Um, just want to make sure for those that are attending, be prepared, get some good shoes, be walking around, and be ready to ask the questions and learn. That is one thing that throughout my career, I was also an end user, right? I joined conferences and also learn as much as possible, and always have that mindset of be a student, always be a student, white belt, be a white belt for life, right?
Awesome.
So
Good
yeah,
deal. So everybody, you can catch Christopher on Friday the 16th. He's got two sessions that morning, 9 a.m. Ask the MVPs. He's on a big panel with a lot of different people there. And then his next session is at 11:30 that same morning, Business Central Administration Fundamentals, 10 Things Admins Should Know. Christopher, thank you so much for your time today. Everybody's super excited about meeting in Chicago. Safe travels to you, and I hope everybody has a great time in Chicago.
sounds good. Thank you, Noah, for having me.
That wraps up this podcast for Dynamics Weekly. I'm glad you could join me. As always, send me your comments. Good and bad comments are welcomed, but constructive comments are preferred. Likes, shares, and reposts are appreciated. Subscribes are awesome as well. You can subscribe to Dynamics Weekly, the newsletter on LinkedIn, and you can subscribe to the podcast directly on YouTube. Thank you, and have a great week in Chicago at DynamicsCon.